Val, I didn't know that. Val, You really think you can have Lucifer's little bitch fight?
So, und weil wir natürlich wollen, dass Martin nicht zu mir ins Haus kommt, um mich zu verprügeln, machen wir mal wieder ein Video. War mit einem Vorschlag sogar von einem anderen Kumpel von mir, weil ich wirklich nicht gewusst habe, was ich hochladen soll. Slay the Princess. Also, töte die, oder, schlachte die Prinzessin, nützt die Prinzessin. Ja, wir müssen die umbringen. Und wenn ich mal ehrlich sein kann, ja, ein Thema von Nullen und Einsen zu töten, finde ich eigentlich ganz gut. Also, neues Spiel. Let's go. Kapitel 1. Der Held und die Prinzessin.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path...
By the way, ich hoffe, ihr könnt alle Englisch.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh, okay. Also, wir sind im Wald. Oh. Wir sind im Wald. Und am Ende von einem Weg ist eine Hütte. In dieser Hütte ist ein Keller. Und in diesem Keller, in der Hütte, ist eine Prinzessin.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Du bist hier, um sie zu töten. Wenn nicht, dann endet die Welt. Ach so. Oh. Uiuiuiui. Okay. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only... Okay, also es sind verschiedene Options. Also wir sind hier... Also unsere einzigste Mission in dieser wunderschönen Welt, wie wir hier sehen können, ist es, Prinzessin zu töten. Weil wenn wir es nicht machen, dann endet die Welt. Danke, okay.
It's all part of the job.
Dankeschön, dass ich jetzt weiß ich auch, was ich machen muss. Also Prinzessin töten. Easy. Das ist easy, okay?
Warning before you go any further.
Ja.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay, danke, dass du es nochmal erwähnt hast.
Through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses.
Nein, das ist meine.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, danke schön. Ich halte mich an dich, okay? Weil du hast mir gesagt, was ich machen muss, und du warst der Erste, der mit mir geredet hat. Wenn der andere jetzt hat, ne? Hätte jetzt der andere zuerst mit mir geredet, hätte ich dem geglaubt, aber nee. Der hatte jetzt seine Chance.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alles klar. Guck mal, Leute. Der sagt mir, was ich machen muss, der gibt mir gleich die Waffe. Der ist es. Gib mir das. Lord, take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Eben, hast du recht. Na, dann wollen wir mal. Ich meine, es ist eine
The basement creaks
Prinzessin.
open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp. A hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Ja, guck, schau.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay, alles klar. Ich höre auf niemanden. Hi, just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
You're still listening to reason.
Ich sag ihr gar nichts. Nein, ich bin hier, um sie umzubringen. Ich bin nicht hier, um mit ihr zu reden oder... Nein! Die muss sterben.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Hallo.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Die hat sich schon losgebrochen. Die hat sich schon losgebrochen. Okay, du stirbst jetzt. Hallo, es gibt nur eine Regel und das ist, dass du hier unten bleibst. Was für du...
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Nein, du hältst deine Schnauze. Die hat sich losgebrochen. Hallo? Die hat... Nee. Wie bist du da freigekommen, hä?
Focus on the task at hand.
Ja, töten.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Verdammt, ich bin aufgeflogen. What? No way, why
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steal your...
Sag hier gar nichts. Sag ihr gar nichts, okay?
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Da. Ich habe ein Schwert in der Hand, du bist eine Frau. Okay. Das war based. Sorry.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Tja. I got you now. This is not a knife, it's a gun.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Ja, guck. Voice of the Hero. Die droht mir schon. Guck.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Ja. So. Lady Princess, go!
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Go! Ich bring sie um.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
Ja, hast du jetzt nicht damit gerechnet, hä?
that's it, isn't it?
Ich denke mal. Also ich hoffe mal nicht, sonst wäre die Aufnahme nur 7 Minuten lang. Deswegen, mach mal was.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder,
Ja, was wunderst du dich denn?
do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Keine Ahnung, ich meine, du blutest gerade, also ich denke mal.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
It's just a near scratch.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
I don't know, narrator. Sure, I feel like... Ja, sie ist tot.
Exactly. It's over.
Sie ist tot, Leute.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Die ist tot, komm.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Na. Außer es war die falsche Prinzessin in der Hütte. Kann natürlich auch sein.
Did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good.
Es hält sich in Grenzen.
And help ease your guilty conscience.
Ja, erstmal nach Hause, Feierabend, Maggis sich reingönnen und dann chillen und dann chillt man erstmal.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Ja, komm, lasst zu Maggis gehen, ich hole euch alle 20er Nuggets, oder? Leute. Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Perfekt.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Lassen wir die Welt doch erstmal reinrendern, hä? Vielleicht die Chunks müssen erstmal laden?
What happened?
Die Chunks müssen laden, Leute. Die Chunks müssen laden.
Fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Ja, aber ich will mir einen Maggis gönnen, Leute. Ja,
Isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
Ja, aber krieg ich ein Magus?
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Krieg ich ein Magus? Krieg ich ein Magus? Krieg ich ein...
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Ich will immer noch mein Magus.
Psst. Hey.
Ja?
We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Nein. Nein.
But you're probably not going to like it.
Ja, was denn los?
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Ich habe gerade überlegt, wie du das gemeint hast. Ja?
Everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. You dare.
Mein... Ja, komm.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Du hast eine Sache vergessen, das ist 20er Nuggets. Komm, Bro. Weißt du kannst hier so eine ganze Hütte im Void erstellen, aber keine 20er Nuggets mehr auf den Tisch stellen? Also bitte, komm.
Fine. Whatever.
Plot-Twist, die lebt noch, oder? Plot-Twist, die
Open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Plot-Twist, die lebt noch, oder? Plot-Twist, die lebt noch?
The princess's body is dust and
Nein.
bones, though the blade
Nein.
used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Der klingt so richtig abgefuckt von mir. What the fuck? Chapter 2. Das... Was?
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh, das ist so ein Time Loop Shit. Oh, shit.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Warte mal, kann ich noch? Okay, oh, meine alte Option ist nicht mehr da. Ich bin immun gegen deine Tricks, Dämon!
Tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
Oh shit, nur ich weiß. Ja, sorry,
Doesn't
Bro.
remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Ah, aber du weißt es noch, okay. Okay, dann Voice of the Hero. Ja, du klingst auch so sketchy, aber okay.
That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Voice of the Cold.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Ja, komm, lass mal zur Hütte gehen. Lass mal zur Hütte gehen.
Warning, before you go any further.
Lass mich raten.
She will
Die will cheat, ja.
everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Wir reden mal mit ihr. Oder Leute, wir reden mal mit ihr.
To be a problem.
Eben. Also eine simple Stichwunde hat sie umgebracht. Na? Wir reden jetzt einfach mal mit ihr und gucken mal, was passiert.
The interior of the cabin is cold.
Oh.
Soft odor of dirt
Oh.
permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind
Das
whistling
ist ein
inside,
Spiegel.
banging the shutters against the windows.
Oh shit, das ist so ein...
Furniture
Okay.
elegant
Gacha-Spiel.
pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead.
We killed her already.
Approach the mirror. Yes.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Aber bist du irgendwie...
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it.
Ja, scheiße, Mann. Meine Psyche geht schon kaputt. Verdammt. Okay. Take the blade als Verteidigung.
It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Ja, und jetzt rede ich einfach mal mit ihr.
The door to the basement groans.
Scheiße, selbst der Boden, selbst der Keller schaut anders aus.
Wooden stairwell.
Holy shit.
Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally.
Ja, weil sie schon tot ist.
As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
Weil sie schon tot ist.
As you descend the final step,
Ja.
the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Ja.
Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Hallo.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
Du, wegen damals.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost!
Wegen damals.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying.
Digga.
What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Bro, wenn der Geist uns anfassen kann, dann wird das... Was sollen wir gegen den Geist machen?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Gut, ich fand persönlich, unser letztes Meeting lief ganz gut.
The princess drifts
Nein.
your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Ja, natürlich kann sie mich anfassen.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
Du, ich bin eigentlich nicht so ein Fan von Berührungen.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Denkst du wirklich? Ich warte mal. Also...
I see you brought that annoying knife again.
Nur weil ich gedacht habe, dass da dein Körper ist, okay? Ich wusste nicht, dass du dich so fein rausputzt.
So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
Reden, 20er Nuggets gönnen vielleicht. What are you doing? Not being dead. Auch ein Satz, den man... Ja, du hast mich bedroht.
You brought a knife with you. Was I supposed to just welcome you with open arms when you obviously had stabbing on the mind?
Auch wahr, aber das gibt dir kein Recht, mir zu drohen. Aber du hast recht. Aber du hast recht. Do you know why you came back? I'm sorry I killed you last time. Komm, es tut mir leid.
Too little, too late. But you can still make things right.
Ja,
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
sie ist ein Geist. Sie ist Geist.
We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance?
Ja, guck.
A hero slays a monster. Does he apologize to it?
Mach ich gerade. Vielleicht auch nicht. Kommt drauf an, wie sie sich verhält.
No. So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
Mhm. Komm, weißt du was? Das da.
Nobody tricked you.
Doch.
The princess's spirit has risen from the dead should be more than enough evidence that she isn't exactly sweet and innocent.
Du hast mir...
In an act. She's pretending.
Du hast mich in eine Hütte eingesperrt ohne Nuggets, okay? Also bitte. Vielleicht kann sie mir Nuggets geben.
I wouldn't say she's ever pretended to be sweet or innocent. She does have a little bit of an attitude, but I can't blame her. We did kill her after all. I wouldn't be nice to my murderer if I was killed.
Ja, guck ich euch auch nicht.
That you apparently botched the landing isn't on the me you're talking to, nor is it on any other version of me that you've encountered. You're using a lot of words to say a lot of nothing.
Jede YouTuber-Entschuldigung ever.
The enemy of my enemy.
Ja?
The princess circles you again, her icy fingertips trailing up your spine, sending shivers rippling across your flesh.
Ja, the enemy of my enemy?
I don't want enemies. I don't want to fight. I just want to go home. Is that really so much to ask?
Kommt drauf an, wen du fragst. Wenn du meine 3 Stimmen im Kopf fragst, dann ja.
Just where is home, I wonder?
2. Der ist cool.
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away.
Aha.
Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end.
The end of the world. Ja, das hast du schon gesagt. Aber du hast mich auch in ein Void eingesperrt, als ich es gemacht habe. Also, come on, Bro. Ja, warum darf ich nicht rumfliegen?
You don't look dead, killer.
Ich habe mich aber umgebracht.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm.
Gib mir...
Fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
Ja, doch, wenn man sich so meine Hände anschaut, ne?
I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here. I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
Was meinst du mit Hitch a Ride? Oh, das meinst du, hä?
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us?
Ja.
And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little
anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so
Auch wahr.
badly.
Auch wahr. Wenn das stimmt, dann könnt ihr das nämlich regeln und dann kann ich nämlich gehen.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Ja, aber passiert das, kann die dich dann sehen. Sounds great, do it. The answer is no. Komm, weißt du was? Komm, mach.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Darfst du machen?
Really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
Ja, darfst du gerne machen. Komm, let's go.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
Du, das ist dein Problem mit ihr, okay?
See you soon.
Lovely.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Nee, ich glaube, das ist zu spät dafür.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. Drops to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Okay.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Oh ja, okay, gut. Dann könnt ihr das jetzt abklären und ich gehe.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass,
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Digga, meine...
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Ja, komm, wir existieren.
Fight? We'll all be out of here soon.
Ja, okay, dann lass losgehen und du kannst dich mit dem Narrator unterhalten.
It matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
Auch wahr.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
Ich weiß es, um ehrlich zu sein, weiß ich es nicht.
Talking about you,
Ich-
I'm talking about
Keine Ahnung.
You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Alles klar, Mr. Ego-Trip.
Oh, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Ah, okay.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Ja, offensichtlich, weil sie in uns ist.
I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
Ja, lol. Catch up, Narrator.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Werden wir sehen, ob das so foolish
You
war?
don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
Ja, gucken wir mal.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Weiß ich nicht, Bro. Slay the Princess. Ja, kommt, seid mal bitte alle ruhig.
Just take it one step at a time and everything will be fine.
Ja, seid mal bitte alle ruhig.
Won't be fine. Listen to her.
Ich hab doch gerade gesagt, lasst mal bitte alles, okay?
Mother, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
Leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do.
Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
Sehr deep, sehr deep. Lass die Treppe mal weiter hochgehen.
Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
Okay.
How much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Eben, mach doch du mal was.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able.
Ja, aber warum machst du dann nichts?
Just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
Cool.
And whine.
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Oh, ich dachte, ich wollte mich eigentlich noch mal einmal im Spiel angucken, bevor ich da jetzt rausgehe, aber okay.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
Komm, ich bin gleich draußen.
So close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
Ah, danke schön. Werden wir dann sehen.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle. But you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will.
Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up?
Ja, ich glaube,
There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Ja, danke schön. Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see...
Oh, du bist gerade raus.
Yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
Oh, der Narrator ist tot.
But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Oh mein Gott. Meine Stimmen in meinem Kopf haben eine Existenzkrise.
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
You feel a lightness in your chest as pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Phil.
Don't mention it.
I think this was where I meant to be.
Okay, ja, schön für dich, schön für dich, schön für dich. Okay, bye. Bye, bye, bye. But you don't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her.
She's gone. Where did she go?
Oh, wir sind im Spiegel.
Try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror.
You don't do this. It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Ja, aber was meinst du mit final?
Ignore him. You have to look.
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Das hast du schon mal so gesagt?
Ignore him. You have to look.
Das hast du auch schon mal gesagt? The voices feel small distance as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. Ihhh. Bah, was bin ich? You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. You see to the cabin. What? You're at the cabin. Oh. Hi, kannst du dich noch daran erinnern, was ich gemacht habe? Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Ein YouTuber, der dieses Video aufnimmt. Weiß es nicht.
I think that you are like me.
Ich hab mich gerade im Spiegel angeschaut und ich sah aus wie der Shy Guy. Also.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have, but that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Fuck, warum wird denn das Spiel jetzt auf einmal so deep? Hallo? You would send me to slay the princess? Kennst du den Narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Hat jetzt meine Frage nicht beantwortet, aber the entity destroy your body. Was passiert jetzt?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay, also soll ich zurückgehen. Okay, dann mache ich das jetzt.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Okay, das ging jetzt sehr schnell. Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path,
You know it when you see it.
and in the basement of that cabin, is a princess.
Bruder. Okay. Ja.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh Gott. Ja, ich war grad. Okay. Weißt du was? Ich sag gar nichts. Komm, ich geh einfach.
Make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Sei ja wie. Revolutionär. Digga.
A warning before you go any further.
Also ist das so ein.
She
Ja,
will lie,
ja, mach du dein Ding.
cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Okay, was wir jetzt machen ist, wir gehen da ohne Waffe rein und versuchen sie irgendwie zu befreien.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Irgendwie muss das ja funktionieren. Proceed to the cabin. Okay. Aber ich weiß nicht, ob ich das cutten kann. Kann ich das überhaupt cutten? Weil das ist halt schon...
The cabin is almost
Der Spiegel ist nicht da.
The air is stale and musty.
Ich mach das noch und dann gucke ich, was passiert.
And a fine
Und dann beende ich wahrscheinlich die Aufnahme.
furniture
Ne? Und dann
is a plain
lade ich das wahrscheinlich so hoch, weil ich kann es nicht cutten. Das ist nämlich
a blade.
so, ne, das ist so ein Spiel, das cuttet man nicht.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Ja. Einfach in dem Basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by
Jetzt-
unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Ja, das dann mit. Die Stimme hört sich auch komplett anders an, ne? Jetzt, wo ich kein Messer in der Hand habe.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Ja, du kannst es noch so oft sagen.
Really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Ich muss sowieso rund. Oh Gott, ich hab mich gerade verschluckt. Warte mal ganz kurz. Okay. Was ich sagen wollte war, ich muss ja sowieso runter, um dich zu retten.
You
Hallo, Meisterin.
princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Ich hätte vielleicht das Messer mitnehmen sollen, ha?
You're only making this more difficult.
Ja, dann versuch mich doch aufzuhalten, Dad.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mal gucken, was er macht.
You're making a huge mistake.
Ja, mal gucken, was er macht. Mensch.
No,
You're doing the right thing.
Ja, danke, Voice of the Hero.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nee.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Ja, aber was ist, wenn sie es haben?
Okay, I'll be here. Good luck.
Dankeschön. Dankeschön.
Make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Oi.
Someone else here?
So,
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
about the
Would
key.
be so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard
So-
the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Ja,
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
about that.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Ja,
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike,
oh du fucking narrator.
to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the ich hab auch nicht mal meine andere Wahl. Save the Princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Stimmt, die hat nichts gesagt, ne? Scheiße, Digga.
No, she didn't.
Das ja, oh, scheiße.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
It's just a scratch, huh?
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
It's just a scratch. Also, lass raus, oder?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Alles klar, let's go.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Ja, aber du hast irgendwie zu viel Schiss und das Einzige, was du machen kannst, ist zu narraten, also fick dich.
As the princess approaches
Na,
the
nein,
snare, your body
nein.
steps forward and raises the blade.
Nein, du hältst deine
This
Schnauze.
isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Nein.
What are you doing?
Nein. Du.
Stop that.
Nein.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Will ich ja auch
Your
nicht.
body lunged forward, the blade held low, ready to snap
Digga, du
apart.
Spast, Alter.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Dankeschön.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
Blade. Move the blade.
Du bist nur ein Narrator, du darfst das nicht. Ich bin hier der...
Her body remains frozen in stubborn resistance. The princess takes a cautious step forward.
Nimm das Ding von mir. Nimm...
We both know this isn't you.
Yes.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Digga. Schaut euch mal diese Fingernägel an.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Ah, okay.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Ja, aber du hast mich dazu gebracht, das zu machen, also nee.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
I don't know, bro.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
The damsel. Okay, Digga, Mann,
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a
Okay,
princess.
wenn wir das jetzt nochmal versuchen,
You're here to
also quasi nochmal retten?
don't.
Ja, das Ende der Welt. Komm. Ende der Welt.
Warning. But she
Ja,
before
ja.
you knew what you did to us, you villain. Excuse me?
Ja.
Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Genau.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Ja, wir sind da schon mal durchgegangen. Eigentlich sind wir da schon öfters durchgegangen. Wir sind ja eigentlich schon seit einer Stunde.
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him.
I do, but I also
I do.
the heart. My
Sure,
Bitte.
passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the
Genau. Die Prinzessin zu retten. Nicht wahr?
The interior of the cabin
Oh.
and elegant. It's
Oh.
draped in fine-threaded tapestry,
Elegant.
fitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note
Oder
is an
es gibt bestimmt so Chapter 3, Chapter
blade
4
on its
Dinger.
edge. The blade is your implement.
Ja. Approach the mirror. Enter the basement. Ja, der Spiegel ist schon wieder weggegangen.
Basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed
Ich gehe jetzt einfach nochmal runter. Mal gucken, was jetzt passiert.
and along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's
Ja, ne?
a basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Ja, moin Meisterin, ich bin's
voice.
wieder.
It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think?
Ja, Liebe ist ein sehr starkes Wort, Bro.
The princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms
Der ist so fertig mit uns, ne?
manipulation.
Ja.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
Oh,
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Eben.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
Ja. Und was möchtest du jetzt dagegen tun, hä?
Villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Ja, ich habe aber kein Messer mitgenommen, weil so fick dich.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. And you can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe.
Das wird schon okay. Das wird schon okay. Oh, sorry, ich habe aus Versehen geklickt.
Did a world. Are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Ja, komm, was ist schon ein paar Welten im großen Multiversum? Infinite Welten, hallo, Leute.
Saw a world end. More certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been.
Ja.
I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Dankeschön. Guck, der hat Verstand. Ich habe das nämlich auch nicht gesehen. Ich war nämlich zu sehr beschäftigt zu verbluten.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Ich habe aber kein Messer dabei. Rescue the princess.
What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity?
Ja, aber ich habe das nicht gesehen.
The world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? You'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom.
Ja, guck.
I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths.
Sorry, ich habe aus Versehen wieder geklickt. Es tut mir leid.
That might harm our dearest. I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon?
Ja.
We have the power of love on our side.
Eben, wir brauchen keine Waffen, wir haben die Liebe.
What do we do now?
Wir gehen, Maggis.
That sounds perfect.
Ja, let's go.
The princess takes your hand
the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think you do, actually.
Ilka, was passiert
I
da?
have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
Ja, Mann.
I'll mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand.
Boah.
Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
Bruder, sie war da eingesperrt.
What happens after we walk up the stairs?
Ja, was passiert jetzt?
Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face.
Er ist so petty. Oh, let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? Er ist so der... Er ist so der D&D, er ist so der D&D-Master, wenn die Leute nicht nach seiner Pfeife tanzen. So, was passiert jetzt? Oh, der finale Boss ist schon im Tutorial-Level angekommen.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
Ja.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with every whim of that delusional voice.
Nee, doch, wir machen das jetzt, wir retten die.
Right at this point.
Jetzt chillt einfach nur noch. Think you can open it? Komm, wir machen das. Zusammen!
Yeah, let's do it.
Zusammen!
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door. Together. Blech. And... the lock clicks and the door creaks open.
Easy.
Are you kidding me?
Easy, die wahre Macht der Liebe, easy!
Love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs and the blade.
Doing that.
Enjoying this, aren't you?
Ja, ich enjoy das. Ich habe schon wieder aus Versehen geklickt, tut mir leid.
Out to the end of the world and make me suffer.
Ja.
I hate you.
Ich hasse dich auch.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Ja.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Oh, und schau's dir an. Die Außenwelt existiert noch.
A happy ending at last.
Oh.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Eigentlich nicht.
Cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Okay, bye. Again. But you don't get a chance to make the jacket. Nor will you ever. Time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Ja, es tut mir leid, Voice of the Hero, aber wir müssen es noch einmal durchgehen. We approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Tut mir leid, Leute, aber ich bin doch schon mal durchgegangen. The voice is feel small. Distance. Gaze into your reflection. Yes, you've grown. Oh. Werde ich mit jedem Find yourself in a long quiet once again. Hello again.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Okay, wollt nur sicher gehen. Was soll ich jetzt machen?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy isn't seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Ja, okay. Dann. Na dann, wollen wir mal wieder zurück.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Alles klar, danke schön. Chapter 1.
You're on a path.
Save. Empty Slot. Und damit hätte ich mal gesagt, das ist ein sehr langes Video, holy shit. Ich werde das so hochladen. Ich werde das nicht schneiden, weil da kann man nichts schneiden. Weil, lol. Kann nicht so schneiden, dass man trotzdem noch checkt, was passiert, ohne dass halt, das ist halt so ein Narrator-Spiel, also. Ich werde vielleicht mehr davon spielen. Weil das ist halt wirklich ein gutes Spiel. Holy shit. Danke, Louis, für die Empfehlung. Deswegen, ja, bis zum nächsten Mal und tschüss. Und Martin, ich hoffe, du boxst mich nicht.